The Ender Dragon is the final boss of Minecraft, and if you're not prepared, killing the Ender Dragon can seem like quite a daunting task, but don't worry because in this video, I, a person who has killed the dragon a good amount of times, am going to show you how to do it super easily for both beginners and the experienced. I'll give 3 different methods, so without further ado, let's get straight into it. First, we got the standard method of killing the dragon. You will have to gear up for this, so if you're a more experienced player who has killed the Ender Dragon before, I'd recommend that all you need is at least a full set of iron armor, a sword or an axe for melee damage, a pickaxe, a bow with at least 64 arrows, at least 2 stacks of blocks, a few beds, a water bucket, a few 4-minute slow falling potions, an ender pearl, and a good amount of food. But if you are more of a beginner and haven't killed the dragon before, I'd say to be a bit safer by getting at least a full set of diamond armor, preferably with enchantments such as protection, unbreaking, and feather falling for your boots. Again, get a sword or an axe for melee, a pickaxe, a bow, maybe enchanted with at least 64 arrows, at least 2 stacks of blocks, a water bucket, a few beds, a boat, a few 4-minute slow falling potions, an ender pearl, and a good amount of food. So now, once you got the stuff you need, we're pretty much ready to head through the portal. Now the end dimension can spawn you in 2 different places once you go through. 1, a floating obsidian platform a little away from the island, and 2, a box with an obsidian floor within the island. If you're in the box, simply just mine up and get out, and if you're on the platform, you can build or throw an ender pearl to the main island. By now you can probably hear the ender dragon's roars, but don't focus on it for the moment. Just drink your slow falling potion and start killing some endermen. The reason is we're trying to get some ender pearls to use later, and if you're a little scared of endermen, the boat here is going to come in handy. You can just place it down, aggravate an enderman, and lead it in for an easy kill. I mean, it's crazy, but it works. Once you've gotten maybe 5 or 6 ender pearls from killing endermen, you can switch your focus to these tall obsidian towers. These towers house end crystals at the top of them, which heal the ender dragon's health whenever it takes damage, so we need to destroy all of these. You can pick off the lower ones with a bow and arrow, that's pretty easy, but for the higher up ones and the ones in cages, I'd say to tower up with your blocks to the top of one tower and simply punch the end crystal. It will immediately explode, and from there just teleport to the other towers with the ender pearls and do the exact same thing. You can also use your bow to pick them off from the higher height. You really don't need to worry about the dragon hitting you here as you have slow falling. Just be careful not to stay on one tower for too long, since the dragon does shoot these purple fireballs that will damage you quite a bit and potentially knock you off. Once you've destroyed all the crystals, simply glide back to the ground. If your slow falling is running out, drink another one, and then stand near the bedrock portal in the middle of the island. The reason we're doing this is that eventually the ender dragon does perch on this portal where it is vulnerable to melee strikes, which is going to make it way easier for us to kill it. If you're good with the bow, you can also just shoot the dragon with a bunch of arrows, but eventually it will perch and you will need to be ready. I will tell you exactly what to do. As soon as you see the dragon hover over the bedrock portal and start to spit out this purple looking mist, stand inside the bedrock portal, and once the dragon has fully perched, aim for its head and strike it there with your sword or axe. Hitting it in its head actually does more damage, which is of course what we want here. Another option is also using beds. Simply place a bed near the dragon's head, place a block between you and the bed, and simply right click. The bed will explode, doing a considerable amount of damage to the dragon. There's only one thing that you can do wrong here besides hitting the dragon with a wooden shovel. Do not, I repeat, do not jump when you're in the bedrock portal and the dragon is fully perched. If you do this, there is a very high chance that the dragon will fling you into the air, and if your slow falling has worn out, that is pretty much game over. Just stand still in the portal, hit it in its head, don't jump. The dragon will leave, just wait for it to come back and continue attacking it. That was the vanilla method. Now we're getting into actually the fastest ways to kill the dragon. So the first method we're going to be talking about is the water pillar method. Now this is a super effective method for killing the dragon as soon as it perches. You do want to break all the end crystals for this. It's just going to make things a lot easier. And basically you can see this point where the dragon perches. This is the bedrock portal in the middle of the end, and the pillar of this bedrock portal is at the coordinates 0, 0. So you can check it with the F3 menu, but basically what you're going to do is, I'll go in survival mode so it's easier. You're going to start building a pillar all the way to the build limit. So you're just gonna keep going. Of course, don't do it when the dragon is too close by, because it can potentially hit you off. I am definitely being a bit risky here. So the build limit for the end is around 255 blocks. Yep, we just reached the build limit. And now you're going to go 1 block below the build limit. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to build a little bit away from this pillar, like just a small little platform, just so you can stand on. Be careful not to get fireballed as well. That can definitely happen. You do want to build up if that does happen. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to place some water on this original pillar. You can see the water is flowing all the way down. Now eventually what's going to happen is the dragon is going to approach the pillar, and you can see it down there. It's actually starting to climb up, but really slowly. We can't really see it just yet because we're too high up. There, you can see it down there. It's slowly climbing up to us, and it's climbing really slowly, so at this point you can pretty much just shoot it with the bow. You do have to be pretty accurate. I'm really throwing right now, and you're just gonna keep shooting it until it dies. Now you do have to be quick and accurate because the dragon is coming up to you. You can see it's coming up to me, but really slowly. So eventually it will reach me if I slack off. But as long as you don't slack off and you hit some of your shots, it doesn't have to be all your shots, just some, the dragon is just going to be completely and utterly destroyed. The dragon will come right up here and it will just die. Second method, and this is the fastest way to kill the dragon in vanilla Minecraft. Unfortunately, it's only on Java edition. It's called one cycling, and basically you're going to use a bunch of beds. So you see this bedrock pillar in the middle. What you're going to do is you're going to place 2 obsidian blocks just like this, kind of next to the tip of the pillar. Now the tip of the pillar is actually where we'll explode the beds, so this just makes it kind of easier, because otherwise, let's say these 2 blocks weren't here, we just wouldn't be able to reach that area at all. Now you want the dragon to perch, so I would recommend breaking some crystals at least. Doesn't have to be all of them, just some, just to encourage the dragon to perch. So basically when the dragon perches, you can see it does this swinging with its body. It kind of swings from side to side before it fully perches. When it does that swinging animation, that's when you explode the bed. That'll do the maximum damage. So here's a quick demonstration of this. Now, if I just show you that again in slow motion, you can see I'm exploding the bed every time it swings. So swing and then hit, it swings and then I hit. You just want to keep doing that until the dragon dies. And I managed to do it with 7 beds, and I kind of suck at this. So yeah, it's not that difficult. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please consider dropping a like and a sub. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.